All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Salty Saturdays. I am Wild9, your stream operator for tonight, and tonight we have just one match in Hero Series, and we have Casting, Dankistat, and Azalea. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Happy to be here on Saturday night. Can't believe that I am back on the stream once again. It's been a big THL day for me.
Yeah, y'all were casting last night, right? The two of you?
So
Yeah,
we
and
cast we casted last night. We did the first episode of Out of Your League this morning, and now we're back casting together. This is I spent a lot of time with Dinka's dad the last 24 hours, and it has been wonderful.
you even
I
forgot the trios match.
and the
It's
trios
like
match and Dankus. I spent a lot. Yeah, and we played an off stream. Dankus subbed for our team in our trios match, and so I've had a wonderful time with my good friend here, and I'm very excited for this match. Two casters casting two other casters is very fun.
right, but enough about us casters.
Of course.
Who do we got for players tonight?
All right, our players tonight are representing always playoff mode. Geranium Battle, their captain, up in the 2C, going up against Nice Jewish Owl of Dr. Boom's Puzzlers, and got a lot of variety of classes. If you want to go into them.
All right, so on this salty Saturday Sabbath showdown, Nice Jewish Owl is bringing Druid, Mage, Priest, and Warrior, and looking to do some work unexpectedly. On the other side, Geranium's got the Demon Hunter, Hunter, Rogue, and Shaman. So pretty immediately, we see what looks kind of like best decks on Geranium's side, and what looks like what you'd expect from Nice Jewish Owl on the other side. So going to be a pretty interesting tilt, and completely different classes. Eight classes. You love to see it. We're going to see a lot of decks tonight.
To me, it feels like it's been a while since we've had 8 different classes between the two players. We do have the bans; they are in. I'll just share what they are. Geranium Battle has banned the Warrior, and Owl has banned Rogue. So we will not be seeing those two classes.
So pretty interesting. The Rogue ban would suggest that Owl is probably going with an aggressive variant of Priest and Warrior. So we might see some Shadow Priest and Enrage Warrior on that side, and Geranium's Warrior band makes a lot of sense, so I guess we won't see Enrage Warrior, but it does seem to cover his lineup's weaknesses best.
Absolutely.
So yeah, going into it, we will see what's going to happen. And this is the Hero series this time, correct?
This is Hero Series, last Hero Standing format. Whichever deck wins stays alive, and when a deck loses, you can no longer play it. It's the final player with the hero standing.
So yeah, it's gonna get pretty spooky here then. So yeah, I think that especially with the Hunter up on Geranium side, we've seen that deck be very powerful on ladder and in THL, and yeah, anything can happen. So if I had to pick, though, I think that just given these lineups and what we know, I feel like I gotta give the nod to Geranium, especially with that Shaman up. I think it has the potential to tear through all of Owl's lineup once that Mage goes away.
Absolutely. I do think Shaman can just tear through things. And I think Owl's lineup is very interesting. The Mage, Druid, Mage, Priest up. Players are in battle now, so we will go ahead and get the spectating started if Wild9 would like to tell us who is on what side of the screen. Okay. Very cool.
I must the fire lord.
Druid versus Hunter to start.
All right. Well, while you guys are doing that, Blizzard's small indie company has decided that I do not get to see the games.
Oh
So
no.
I am going to quickly relaunch my client. And Azalea, why don't you tell us what's going on to start?
Of course. So it is a treant druid from Owl. It is a secret hunter from Geranium Battle who has Halderon Brightwing in the opening mulligan. He tosses Starstrung Bow and another card back. It's Track It Trinker. Owl with a pretty strong keep to start has Blood Treant, Herald of Nature, and Natural Causes in his opening hand. Blood Treant, a card that is not widely seen until now, but it is a 5 mana card that costs 5 health instead of 5 mana.
Do you play the 1-drop here? Living Roots?
He's gonna opt to go pretty wide here, honestly, it looks like. He's just gonna play. He might. I wonder if he's gonna go for the root, for the living root as well.
Yeah, I think
It
if
looks
you
like he
1/1s,
is.
you can coin out the Herald of Nature afterwards if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a really powerful start.
Fortunately here, Geranium does have an option to quell a lot of this board. He has Ricochet shot off of the tracker, which is gonna take out one.
Yeah,
Both
probably the best hits
ones.
for Nice Jewish Owl.
Definitely. Yeah, best hits. That wouldn't be best hits for Geranium.
Well, another other situation that
Mm.
that 2/2 is going away instead, and we have
Yeah.
caster vision, so we know this natural causes really doesn't care about that 1/1.
Yeah,
So
I can see that. I can see that for sure. We're gonna just see the trinket, the tracker removed, and yeah, this is gonna, like, as far as most players would be concerned, Hunter doesn't have a great way to clear this on turn 3, so just gonna play that, and looks like Herald in Nature is gonna get down here with the coin after more 1/1s get played.
yeah, so we'll see. Interesting question of whether Nice Jewish Owl should trade down here, play around Eversong Portal, and instead he says they never have it, but we
They
see
have it.
that he has it, and this is just brutal for the Druid.
Yeah.
That with the star power coming next, it's just going to be a question of whether Nice Jewish Owl can survive all the way to his big spells.
Yep. He's
But
doing okay here.
that card's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna get to remove the 4/1s, and he's gonna ignore the 3 attack minion because he does have the threat of the 1/1 just removing it next turn.
Yeah, and even a star power can't deal with that, so
Yeah.
pretty good spot here for Nice Jewish Owl to get back in the game, but
Yeah.
Geranium Battle still is comfortably in the driver's seat on this one.
Definitely the star power in hand. Titan Forge traps on the draw with Tremors. And no, it's not. This deck doesn't run much ramp, and which means you really have to kind of hold on to get to your drum to really make it difficult for the hunter.
Yeah, and this star power still is going to put in some work, but
It absolutely will.
But secrets just are not what the Druid wants to see, and Explosive Trap. Oh, Bait and Switch is pretty nasty, actually. But we'll see. Wow, so many good choices for Geranium Battle.
I think he's going to put the Tremors. Explosive Wandering, both good choices, like you said.
Yep.
And he's just going to go face.
Oh, and off the top, we got that Summer Flower Child.
Wow, that is a good draw.
Yep.
Explosive comes in. The Wandering Monster. Oh, it's a Tar Creeper. Oh my goodness, that is brutal.
Meh. Honestly, there are worse things to see if you are
Mhm.
but oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. That is a drum circle plus a cultivation all in one.
How? I'm confused. My thing shows that cultivation is costing 5. I'm pretty sure it has to cost 0.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it costs 5. There's only been 3 treants that have been summoned. These saplings
Oh,
are not treants, which is
you're right. Saplings aren't treants. That's correct. He
little
summoned one through natural causes and seedlings. No, not even the seedlings.
yeah, just the
The,
blood
the blood
treant
treant,
and the
natural causes. That makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
So then the discount from the summer flower child. So
Yeah, Geranium just taking consideration for what he wants to do this turn. The ancient Kraken Bane
yeah.
he could opt to use that as removal on the 4/5, but if it, or he can use it to go face, or you
He's
could
gonna
just
go face. He's going
yeah,
face here to
you can
set
go
up a lethal.
yeah, we're gonna go face with the Titan, and the
Yeah.
Kraken Bane will be kind of an
Oh,
extra
interesting.
surprise.
So
This still sets
this
up.
does set up the lethal here,
Yeah.
but maybe perhaps there is some out for Nice Jewish Owl that may exist unbeknownst to us.
Yeah,
There
I'm not sure what it is, but
there does not seem to be one.
yeah,
And
unfortunately, if the ENR had come out before, this would be pretty brutal. But but it's no way to do both with the
even
drum
then,
circle here
it's still just lethal on Geranium's side because of this Kraken
because of the
Bane.
Kraken Bane. You're right; he would have to hero power.
So looking like this, the Hunter is gonna stay on the board as we go out to game 2.
Yeah. Yep. And it's a good attempt, but Drenium will show that he has the Kraken Bane lethal, and
Yeah,
Drenium goes up.
yeah, pretty interesting game, but I think that draw on Geranium Battle side was about as perfect as anyone could ask for.
I would agree. Um, yeah, so now we get to see what Owl has as a response between Mage and Priest. Yeah. I would guess the thing is that neither Priest variant is very good into Hunt. I don't think either Priest variant is super good into this Hunter. But I don't really know how Control Priest does into Secret Hunter. I know Hound Hunter has a great matchup into it.
Yeah, I would say that the Hunter is favored from my experience, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it's gonna go. And yep, of course, it is the aggressive variant on the Priest. So
Oh yeah. So
I think
looking
this
at it, yeah.
yeah, this game will likely boil down to something similar to the last one, where
Mhm.
if Geranium is able to find that perfect curve of Halderon into Eversong into Star Power, the game just ends on the spot and doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
But if Geranium stumbles just a bit, then this Priest is going to get on the board first and really put the pressure on.
Absolutely. Psychic Conjurer, the only keep in the mulligan. That's
Wow. That's a
like
good mulligan.
wow. Are you wow? This
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty
Conjured
brutal.
Arrow is a good one for the Priest to see.
Arrow is a good one.
Ooh, that's going to be nice for turn 3. Probably will see the hero power. there.
Yeah, I would definitely want to see a hero power and save it to go for Foul Egg plus Shadow Ascendant
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
And for a deck like this Priest, even the hidden meaning is not as bad because this is already just pushing so much onto board.
Yeah. Oh, and we
And
do find an arms dealer, so that is definitely going to be what you want to play here.
Yeah, I still think I like giving the Egg Reborn just a little bit more, but
I can see it.
this is so much pressure.
That is a Restaurant Viper.
Yep.
So that's one of the
Kraken
better
main.
one of the better defensive pickups that the Hunter could get against this board.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, there's no Halderon to come out
No,
here.
yeah,
So, guessing we might see some use of either the Ricochet shot or the Arcane shot.
for sure.
I also would not be opposed to using a Conjured Arrow here just for tempo because this Hunter just has so many good tools to fight.
Yeah, if this could okay, I was gonna say this could go terribly wrong. It went
It went okay.
okay. It went okay because at least it removes the shadow. It gets rid of the ascendant. But now
Yeah.
we're just gonna see Cathedral probably just buff up this. Yeah,
Yep.
I like buffing up the 4 to a 4/4.
Yeah. And it's a question of whether we'll see a trade, play around a bait and switch, or
Mhm.
perhaps worry about the hidden meaning. And one
Yeah.
of the dangerous things about Hunter and closed list especially is that with all the secrets that are viable currently,
Mhm.
it's pretty hard for Nice Jewish Owl to play around everything without really hurting his own game plan.
Absolutely. And I wonder if he's also deciding between Banshee and Foul Leg,
Could be.
or he's debating not playing it because he thinks it's hidden meaning.
Yeah.
All right, so he goes for the attack, learns that it's not, learns that it is indeed not
Bait and switch, and then
bait and switch. Yeah.
chooses to respect the hidden meaning there, which I think is a pretty nice choice.
Yeah.
And while it's tough to get your board removed, it also is a good feeling to not have that damage pointed at your face.
Absolutely. Yep, and
And
now this Mind Seer is gonna come in and remove the minion very light. Oh no,
we're
we're gonna keep respecting the hidden meaning. Makes a lot of sense.
yeah, because
Um,
even though it's a little hard to tell right now, that is a control priest on the other side in a sense, because
Yeah.
by forcing Geranium Battle to commit those resources to the board instead of as burn damage,
Yeah.
it gives the priest the edge in the long game of just
Yeah.
taking over this board and pounding in the damage.
Ooh, interesting.
Neophyte's
Neophyte.
an
Neophyte.
awesome choice here.
Yeah, and I'll see what Conjured Arrow draws. You can get some good draws here. Ooh, a Bone Flinger. Two
Yeah,
Bone Flingers. That is maybe not what you want to see, but
yeah, but this
it's quite
damage is
okay.
mounting up now.
No, it is.
And Shadow Word Undeath, pretty nice.
Yeah, Undeath is a big pickup here.
And now this turns a bit awkward on Geranium's side.
Yeah, it is a bit awkward. We're gonna see 3-mana Conjured Arrow come out, so
But we're probably seeing 8 damage upstairs.
absolutely.
Oh, no, we're
He
going to play it.
He might do more.
Or 12
see-
damage, rather, with the hero power, leaving Nice Shout to 8. My apologies.
Yeah, I do like that. He's either going to set up to 10 or 8. And maybe if he wants to set up, I mean, he has all the spells here. Like, I would not
Yeah.
blame Geranium for going for the Far Strider and sending
Yeah.
10 to the dome.
Yeah.
Now there was no. Well, I think Owl is just gonna be able to trade that Banshee somewhere because that'll activate it.
Yeah, I think if I were Owl, I'd like sending the Banshee face and using Mindseer to remove my own Banshee to push a little extra damage.
Yeah. Now he has the choice. Now he can probably just put the body out here.
Yeah, it's got to be the Bone Flinger. But I think that this missed damage could cost Nice Jewish Owl the game.
Yeah,
but
it could.
But we'll see.
No Bone Flingers then. That's interesting. I'm not so sure I like that. Although the portal, the Eversong portal hover. Okay, so it looks like
so this is lethal now. This is lethal. Geranium Battle is dead unless he can find something, but nope. Playing around it. We'll see.
Yeah. Is it actually? It is. It is because he has the egg. If Owl can spot the egg
Yep.
kill.
That'll do it. So
Yeah, and he does spot it. He does spot it. We can see him hovering it in his hand. Well, I
Yeah.
shouldn't say that, but I shouldn't assume that. But I did see him just hover egg and Mind Seer at the same time.
yeah, I think he sees.
Yeah. Okay.
But really big win to pick up on the priest
Wow.
here, and this pretty much equalizes the series. No need to risk it for the biscuit off the dredge.
Nope.
Nice Jewish Owl is just happy to show he's got it.
Well played.
Real priest, rear plate indeed.
Yep.
And with that, we're even at 1-1.
Mm-hmm. Man, that was fireworks back and forth after about turn 4. That was fun to watch. All right, as we all wait to see what deck Geranium brings into the Undead Priest. Here we go. We're gonna see. It's going to be the Shaman, and it is an Evolved Shaman. It is not an OTK Shaman. I do not know this matchup at all. I was gonna say I know that like on paper, Undead Priest is pretty solid into Nature Shaman.
Well, this ain't Nature Shaman though.
But this ain't Nature Shaman. This is Evolved Shaman, which I am, like I said, I haven't played this matchup. I have a decent chunk of experience with it. It looks like it's a good Evolved. Very small sample size says that Evolved Shaman should win, or has a chance of winning, but I'm not sure. This is just gonna probably come down to, can the Shaman keep the priest board down?
And this is a Primordial Wave is a big one for that.
It is. It absolutely is. There's wave.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
right.
I'll admit I had a little bit of insider knowledge here with this deck. So I did know that the Nature Shaman was not quite coming, but we'll see how this Evolve performs here. And oof, it's looking good here.
Oh my gosh.
You are a Geranium fan.
Yeah. K9otron off the Evolve. That's a pretty good Evolve.
Yeah.
Owl is probably just looking to play his two things. I personally wasn't sure if I wanted to see anything but a Psyconge last turn, but this will turn out fine.
Yeah, I think
as a start.
I think this is the right play from Owl here to deal with the situation. But yep, the prison. Very nice. And
Jukebox Totem coming down, so we're gonna see some 1/1s.
Yeah, lots of board here.
This is such an interesting deck from Owl. This is the Neophytes, the Bone Flingers. Oh wow.
Now that's a backbreaker there, I'll be honest.
Yeah. So we are gonna see Baroness Vosh and an Evolve here.
Yeah, no, if it's a taunt, it's a big deal. No taunt. So
no taunt.
This looks like a pretty easy turn for Owl here. I'm bouncing if I'm him.
I am bouncing as well. I'm turning that 2/2. I'm hitting something with the 2/2, probably face, and then just sending the
Yeah, I think those I think the 4/3 and the 2/2 are gonna trade into this Baroness. Oh no, this is a misplay on Owl's side. He doesn't know.
Oh no.
He does not know this interaction.
Oh man.
No.
This wave is gonna be big here.
Yeah,
it's gonna get a 5, then a 6, and Duranium stuff, and Owl stuff is gonna go away. You're right, like he had to trade into the Baroness.
Yeah, the other thing that's interesting too is Backstage Bouncer on the Vosh just makes 2 4/5s. So,
yes, it does. I know it does, yeah.
So we'll see, but I think that we'll probably see the hero power into some trades and a Primordial Wave from Geranium. I can't imagine any other play making more sense.
Yeah.
But that means we probably will see the Vash go down to a hero power, but it's more than done its job.
Yes. It's a 4/4, and it's a Caring Bloodhoof.
Oh, wait a minute. Owl can get so much damage here.
Oh wait!
But
My gosh!
That's a... What?
That's
That's a sheep.
That's a hell of a
Is he
high
dead?
roll. What? No, but that's this. Oh my gosh! What? That's such a low roll for Geranio. Oh
All
no!
So, Geranium fans here, we need to see Dark and Drakir come out for this game.
Here.
For this game to go anywhere, or a mythical horror or the Demon Hunter 7-drop, that one would also work.
You're right.
But,
You're right.
But for now, can we just appreciate this beautiful moment?
Yeah, this is truly one of the Hearthstone moments of all time.
That it is.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize there was a Frothing Berserker too. Like, wait, he has so much damage.
Yeah, it's a 2-off lethal. Gotta play around the hero power. Bane is not a 6-drop though. Bane's only a 5. So
no. Yeah.
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. There might be a way to find healing, but I think it's Mythical Horror or bust. So
Mythical Terror, yeah.
yeah, I would have liked to have seen the Primordial Wave there to start the turn after attacking, but Bone Whisperer.
Bone Whisperer, and it is
unlucky.
Greymane. Oh no. Dross with Ancestral Knowledge. He knows the game is over. He knows it's over.
Well,
One turn. Yeah, very close, but no cigar, and that's gonna mean Owl takes a 2-1 lead.
yeah, and well,
That's a clip.
And yeah, after last hero season, it might be maybe Geranium's luck was due, but I don't think anyone deserves that. That was probably the most unfortunate situation I've seen in a streamed game.
I think so, maybe. I've been a part of a lot of stream games.
Yeah. I've seen some Miracle Roll Rogue high rolls, but even those just do not compare.
No, that was yeah. I mean, I've seen clips of like very funny Doomsayer moments throughout history. That kind of like but that kind of felt worse. All right, now it is Outcast Demon Hunter into this priest now. So that's an interesting matchup potentially. I haven't actually played a ton of Outcasts Demon DHs. So again,
Yeah.
I think that I mean this is going to be a battle for the board, right? It's going to come down to who gets the board control. So
yeah, and well, that Rush the Stage, whether Geranium likes it or not, is back to stay, and I think that's a pretty good hit for him.
that Rush the Stage is great. That's a great.
Whoa! What a draw! I think we can see this, and one of the play patterns I like here is that you can just sit on this discount to use with Wretched Exile next turn,
Yeah, absolutely,
and really put pressure on.
Yep. Okay, yeah, we're gonna see Banshee Mindseer. Ooh, that's a good pickup.
Yeah, now I think at this point, Uranium's unfortunately going to have to sit and let this exile go, but it's done its job.
Yeah, and this Cathedral is gonna be pretty nice. Opting to buff, opting to buff it to remove, and it gives the thing there.
Yep.
Yeah, that way you don't have to trade the egg.
Yeah. Wayward Sage is pretty tempting, but don't know if you can even pass that up. It's so good here.
Yeah.
Just to draw some cards.
Your Walloper gets so low too, and it gets discounted itself by this. Gets a double discount on it. It'll be a 2-mana Sage by the end of this turn.
Yeah, I feel like Yeah, I think Geranium just has to take the gift here that his deck has given him, and
Yeah.
after last game, I think he's earned it.
Oh man.
But
Okay.
instead, gonna opt
Go
for the
for it.
Rancher, put on
Okay.
pressure that way,
Sure.
and yeah, we get some pressure of Owl's Own coming back.
Yep. 2 of the Shadows perfects, and it's just gonna be wide board pressure.
Yep.
Rush the stage off the top. Rush the stage gets played.
Shambling Chow, is it the
Shambling
Fierce
Chow.
Outsider?
It is Halveria.
Actually, I think is a little unlucky in this case. Those
I
are
agree.
some unfortunate hits.
Yeah, I agree.
That second Fierce Outsider would have been a huge boost, but
Mhm.
still, though, the Shambling Chow can come down and take one out.
Mhm. Yeah, the 2/3 will probably be removed from board. Just because it's removable without. Okay, no, we're gonna point out the Wayward Sage on its own now, so it won't get to do its outcast.
But it is a
3/3.
3/3,
But it is a
and it
3/3.
does
You're right.
discount the Walloper.
Yep.
So,
Now, okay, grave digging.
and it does mean that this Rush the Stage next time is going to be really great.
Absolutely.
And
Grave digging comes in. There's patches. Another grave digging.
yeah, just trying to find this Undeath, but no such luck. And
Yeah.
now it's a question of with this, I think Nice Jewish Owl must be aware that he needs to respect this Halveria a bit.
Absolutely. There's only one rusher on the board, but you do have to you do have to respect you do absolutely have to respect a. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, there's really only like Halveria as a rusher, but you're right. If there was a security, this would be very close to killing damage. But
Definitely.
as
And,
is, maybe Halveria still just comes in. It removes the 5/5. It could do it itself, or you can do other trades around it to buff. But
yeah.
it's the draw off the top here not so desirable for Geranium Battle here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that if you're in Geranium's shoes, the thing to do is to try and figure out how to best play around Shadow Word Undeath while maintaining the aggression.
Yeah, I agree.
So using Halveria to trade tends to be a pretty losing line, especially when health is already low. You need it to close the door.
Absolutely.
So I think that Geranium might try to figure out how to outcast as many cards as he can. Maybe hit Spectral Sight into another outcast to get the Walloper down. Does not hit, but Chow does set up lethal for later. And now we'll see a trade or two.
Yep.
But unfortunately,
this is going to create lethal damage going back the other way.
it does here if Nice Jewish Owl hits.
It does on a
Does he
Rodney
hit? Does he hit?
He
It
does.
hits. And that will do it.
That is the series. Fast and dangerous. This undead priest getting some work done. Man.
Yeah, and just like that, Frothing Berserker
Frothing Berserkers. So huge. Oh my gosh.
really really made it happen.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so as we wait for Nice Jewish Owl, I can see the stream is catching up, and they are about to see that moment themselves live, and I am so ready to drop this "What's in the Box" emote right when that happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and peek it myself.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what the reaction is. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Owl.
We're about to see a certain primordial wave hit the board on the stream right now live. What did you think of that?
That was a Hearthstone moment.
I saw it, and then I read the minion. Well, honestly, I saw the Explosive Sheep, the Raz, and the Frothing Berserker, and I didn't bother to look at the other minions because the point from there was pretty clear.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to
take
Azalea,
20.
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a larger high roll in any stream THL match.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game definitely was a lot closer if that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
What was your thought about bringing Undead Priest? It's obviously not meta right now, so I don't know. What was your thought process
man.
there?
I looked at the stats, and the
it's-
only way I had to beat Mech Rogue was if I brought Control Priest, but then it was really bad into the other 3 decks. I was like,
Yep.
I don't really like Control Priest. What if I just bring, because I played a bunch of Undead Priest before the meta settled. I'm running the same
Me
list that I was running
too.
back then. And the deck is still pretty strong. I mean, obviously you sort of saw there, but I thought it would give me a much better edge into the Hunter, into a potential Nature Shaman or Relic DH as well.
Yeah.
As compared to Control
Agreed.
Priest.
No, I agree. I agree. Looking at it, I don't particularly know stats super well, but it was definitely a good. It was definitely a really good spot on the Undead Priest. Your list is a little slightly different than what I've been playing, but that definitely felt more akin to last expansion. But I'm in that list could still perform. So very well. I guess thought up in the prep. Yeah.
When you brought Priest, were you thinking that you could go to Undead, or were you mostly planning on playing Control?
Honestly, I was planning on playing Undead from the jump. I think it's one of the only decks that I think will consistently do well against Nature Shaman. So if I want to be able to leave Shaman up, I need a deck that I think can beat it, and that's my deck that I think can beat it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the same thought. I had the same thought for my hero match. Because my opponent ended up showing Warlock, which is actually another matchup that the priest should consistently win. If played pretty well and not super high rolled, is Thaddeus Warlock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we really only got to see your druid and your priest because that priest put in a ton of work.
Yeah, I was very disappointed because the the deck I've actually been playing for the past week is Naga Mage. So I was like, oh, I'll just sweep with Naga Mage because I put in 150 games on that deck, and then I guess the other 3 don't really matter. I'll just bring aggro, and then they didn't get to play any mage. Sucks.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
Any other?
So, well,
questions?
you know what? Maybe next week when we get some warrior buffs, we might see something a little different coming out the lineup. So, tell us, Milo, how do you feel about those warrior buffs? Are you excited, or is it just, just overhyped?
The buffs are nice. I don't know if it actually makes Warrior a real deck. The buffs are buffs to cards that were already pretty decent in the deck for the most part. I think the issue is just if you add an extra 4% to Control Warrior, you don't flip your unfavorable still. So if the meta is still in a spot where it's pretty hostile to Warrior, Control tools getting slightly better won't help you beat Nature Shamans or Hound Hunters.
Wait, we're talking
Maybe
about
Hound
Control
Hunters.
Warrior?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about buffed card warrior, because I think at this point, correct me if I'm wrong, we can run a warrior deck that has 23 copies of cards that have been buffed in it. That's we're
That is.
Oh, we're on Black Rock and Roll Warrior.
No, we can just play it.
No.
It's just like Enrage Warrior almost, but because I think the current Enrage Warrior list runs 17 buffed cards. And if we can slot in all the new cards that have been buffed, we're up to 23. By the end of the year, we might hit 30 buffed cards, a complete warrior list. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
And
Can't
now
argue with that.
now the hammer is a 21 damage swing. Oof. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that warrior, that hammer buff is actually pretty sweet. I like the adjustment to that card.
It's time to go face.
Yeah, it definitely like the hammer buff. I think encourages you to focus a little more on the Odin win con again,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the like Ignis versions of the deck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how it ends up performing.
All right. So anything else you would like to say before we go? Congrats on the win, but good match, but sadly for the viewers, a quick one.
Yeah, I do sort of feel a little bad for Geranium. There were a few non-games in there, and I think that's just the nature of the beast with some of the decks right now. But yeah, I'm glad to be back in THL playing another season. It's always fun.
Yeah, happy to see you playing again, buddy.
Yeah, I think this is a really interesting meta, in my opinion, especially like with the nerfs and such. I think there's sort of the top decks on ladder that have been very much found and settled. But in a format where like you can ban Hunter or ban whatever deck you want to ban,
Yep.
I think there's a lot of room for experimentation in those final deck slots still. So I'm excited to see how it develops.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why we're here, right? For that unique experience. Only place you're really getting competitive closed list, and pretty good spot for open list too. Yeah, and after the MT, I'm sure there's a lot more stuff people are going to want to try or get inspired by come next week.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thanks for playing on stream. And congratulations. Well, that's all for tonight. I mean, we just have one match, so yeah.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything going on tomorrow. I'm not sure.
No clue.
I didn't see anything.
Keep eyes out for announcement tab in Discord. That is what I will say. Saku will post if there's a match or two.
All right. Well, thank you so much for casting the games, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
And that is all. We'll see you next time.
Well, next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
I hear you got a problem. Another round? Why do you... You are not prepared! You are not! This guy's toast. Leroy! Not prepared!
Goodbye.